How do you explain that, the first few minutes, falling behind by so much? Was it energy level, concentration?
It sure seemed like it. I can't explain it. I mean, our guys certainly knew this was a big game. I mean, tied in the standings. They beat us in overtime in a game that, quite honestly, we came away with thinking that we should have had in Lewisburg. So to come out that flat just is a big surprise. I guess the good news was we were able to kind of rally and find a way to get ourselves back in the game. But we just didn't have it. And you would think, a team that had a 4-hour bus ride and was staying in a hotel and all that they would be the ones that wasn't the case. And it's give credit to Bucknell. I thought their kids played hard. They beat us pretty much at everything that we tried to do. They had an answer.
Coach, Vlad finished with more personal fouls and points today. What did his struggle do for your mentality on the offensive end?
I think Bucknell came into the game. It was obvious right from the very beginning that they were going to, even if they collected a whole lot of fouls, they weren't going to let Vlad get anything easy. And I think I don't know if we panicked, but when they got off to that good start, we got away from. We set out to not just stand around jacking threes. We did that too much against Lehigh, But I think when they got out to a quick start, we ended up kind of falling into the trap, and we took quick shots, and I don't think we really fought them inside. And we could have done some damage had we played better defense and just kept driving the ball, kept throwing it inside. To Vlad, and kind of look to him to be more of a distributor. But I think we were looking for something easy. We were looking for the big three-pointer to get us started, rather than just grinding it. And obviously that wasn't a very good combination for us.
What was your reaction to the turnover differential, 13-3, and forcing Bucknell for only one turnover in the second half?
Believe it or not, that's an improvement over the first game. The first game they had one turnover up there. Obviously, that's a great stat for them, but it doesn't speak very highly of our defense. Right now, I mean, on the heels of this game, there's an awful lot that we've got to address. But the bottom line for us is we're just simply not good enough if we don't come out really excited to play. We've proven in a handful of games that if we come out and we play with passion, at least we can be competitive. But we can't be successful and be flat like that. So while our defense and forcing turnovers, they're all things that we'll look at and talk about. The big thing is kind of mentally getting back in the right frame of mind and understanding how we have to play to have a chance. I had hoped that maybe we were getting there, and we've taken a big step back.
How did Nick respond for you tonight? I mean, he led the team in points and in minutes. I mean, what did he give you, and how do you think he responded to being suspended?
I think the big thing, obviously he hit shots, but I thought more than anybody else he had some energy. I mean, he looked excited to be out there. He looked quicker, faster, stronger. So hopefully that can continue, and hopefully we can get more guys, on that same page. The February, the late season doldrums, you can either fight your way through them or you can give in to them. And as far as I'm concerned, giving in to them aren't an option. And tonight, that may have been it. And we were playing against a team that really forced its will on us. I mean, they dictated the game. we were reacting to them the whole time.
Coach, what about their screen rolls, especially in the first half, gave your defense any problem?
Early on is when they hurt us, and I think you'd have to chalk that up to a great job by Dave of preparing his team, because in the first contest they really hurt us using those ball screens, driving the ball to the middle of the lane. They were able to create a lot of situations in the short corners for Behan, for Muscala and Willman. Knowing that they'd given us so much problem, we made some adjustments. They recognized that right away, and Muscala obviously was ready to knock down. I think he hit 2 off the wing ball screens, but he also had 2 off of a simple out of bounds play. So, again, give him credit for knocking down the shots. Give Dave credit for anticipating that we might make some changes. But when you give up a wide open jump shot to the 6'10" center, who really what he does is shoot jump shots, and you've seen that play over and over and over in film sessions, you got to wonder where our minds were.
Coach, this is somewhat of a different topic, but last year we always heard about Eric Mercer and Garrison Carr, but what did Brian Gilmore give you guys last year?
Energy, toughness. Brian Gilmore was the guy that none of the other teams liked, and he didn't care. So he was ready. He was ultra competitive, and if somebody needed to get their rear end chewed out, he was more than happy to do it. Garrison too, but Brian especially. He was extremely vocal, and he didn't allow his teammates to take plays off, or to take practices off, or to not give a full effort. Certainly not without getting an earful from him.
Nick, 19 points tonight. Did watching the Lehigh game from the bench serve as any motivation to you for this game?
I don't know if motivation is the right word, because I always feel motivated to go out and play whenever I'm stepping on the court. But I definitely wanted to come out and play as hard as I possibly could. I wasn't necessarily looking to score or take shots or anything like that. I was just looking out to come and help the team.
Did those 4 3-pointers in the first half to kind of release some of the stress you were feeling from last game, being suspended in them?
No, I just was trying to go with the flow of the game. I got some open looks. I just knocked them down. It's simple as that.
Nick, what do you think happened in the second half after you guys had come all the way back? It was a 3-point game at the half. What do you think turned the game in Bucknell's favor at the start of the second half?
I think Shazier came out and he hit those 2 threes in the first 3 minutes of the second half. I think that was pretty big. I think we had showed signs of trying to make a comeback, but sometimes we would be flat right after that, and it was sort of up and down for us the entire game. We didn't come out ready to play in the beginning of the game. That's where we really got hurt. It wasn't as much the second half as it was the start of the game.
Yeah.
What do you think stifled your offense as much as it kind of did in the first half? Was it their defense, or was it you guys, just coming out flat?
You guys have to give Bucknell credit. I mean, they played pretty hard today. I don't think we played as hard as we could. I think that had something to do with it, and also just our execution in general wasn't there, and that added also to, like what you said, being stifled on offense.
In the first half, you guys shot just about 41% from the field. In the second half, 31%. Did you guys feel that you guys probably forced some unnecessary shots, or Bucknell forced you guys to commit some unnecessary turnovers?
Like I said, I think the execution wasn't there, and that can lead to not having as open shots as you want. Also, our lack of energy, I would say, to start the game and to start the second half also contributed to that.
What can you guys take away from this game going heading away to Colgate?
There are definitely positives and negatives you can take out of every game. I think something, just because we have another game on Saturday, it's something good in a way. We have a quick turnaround, and hopefully we can just get back on track on Saturday and try to get a W.